Are you ready for some good news? When you accept Christ, you are adopted as a permanent heir of God. Here's the text. It's Galatians chapter 4 and verse 6. And because you are sons, God has sent the Spirit of His Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave, but a son. And if a son, then an heir through God. The act of adoption was a magnificent legal transaction in Paul's day. Sometimes a wealthy man had no heir, and he would select one of his own slaves and adopt him as a son so that his inheritance could be released. No longer a slave, the adopted son had ownership in the father's estate. Imagine the transformation. A slave becomes an heir. The redemptive plan of God has always been greater than freeing you from the tyranny of sin. The plan has always been about more than forgiveness. The plan of God has always been to make you an heir, to give you an inheritance, a territory, a realm of spiritual influence. Because you are a son, which is not a gender-specific word, but a reference to the firstborn male heir's position in that culture. God has sent the Spirit of God into your heart. So you're no longer a slave, but a celebrated son. And if you're a son, an heir through God. You were adopted because you're loved. You were wanted, and you have a destiny. You are adopted because you have a rich Father in heaven who wants to pour out a spiritual inheritance in your life. God is the subject. He is the initiator. He is the actor. We are the recipients. When you know that you're an heir, it changes everything. As the Holy Spirit assures you that you're a child of God and that you're promised glory with Him forever, something shifts in your thinking. Instead of thinking, I'm going to play it safe, you realize you have territory to take. You start living your life as one who's spiritually rich, empowered to bless the world. Run the race of life as an heir with confidence, not as an orphan in fear. You've been delivered by God's great work through Jesus Christ. You're adopted, and that's the gospel. Well, that's today's daily devotional, and if you missed the broadcast, you can easily go get it for free. It's at sharingthelight.org.